Mayor, who is the presider for our meeting, that he may lead our meeting in a professional manner. And ask you to look up on our council members, bless each and every one of them and our department heads. All of these blessings we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Please follow me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we have a reading and approval of the minutes of the May 26, 2020 meeting.
Mayor, I motion we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the May 26th meeting and approve those minutes as written.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call vote.
Baptiste?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Mims?
Yes.
Harrington?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Planning and zoning introduction, Mr. Harrington, number 35.
Ordinance number 35 of 2020, an ordinance amending ordinance number 64 of 2001 by changing zoning classification of property described as follows. It is municipal address 115 South Drive, from B3 commercial to additional BA to sell beverages of high and low alcohol content for consumption on premise. And this is for introduction.
Okay. Anybody want to say anything about it? Yeah, Barry, if you want to explain that, that's probably the best way to do it.
Thank you. I'm here on behalf of Rodolfo Varga, who owns El Nepal Restaurant, which is 3 doors down from this property. We're talking about the Chicken Express, formerly Chicken Express, and formerly McDonald's originally over there. But anyway, Rodolfo is going to move his restaurant into this building from his current location to give him more seating capacity and also to give him more parking right there in that same neighborhood. Any questions?
And a drive-through.
And yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh.
And he's got one at his current location, but it's very compressed. Yeah. He's on 100 feet of frontage where he's at now. At this location, he'll have 150 feet and 239.4 feet of depth, and also an L-shaped parcel behind the office building, the newly constructed office building, and the L-shaped element of it is 100 by 39.4 for employee parking or customer parking.
Thank you, Mr. Glad. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
That stands introduced. Ordinance for final voting, number 34, Mr. Nielsen.
Thank you, Mayor. Ordinance number 34 of 2020, an ordinance amending the 2019-2020 budget to reflect additional revenues and expenditures, and this is the CARE Act, FEMA, COVID-19 changes, and they're pretty extensive. But I move to adopt ordinance number 34 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. We'll have a wait time if anybody wants to call in.
I have a question on this activity. Were the revenues, additional revenues and expenditures done by the city administration, or that was something that was dawned upon us by the different agencies that have made the CARE Act, for example? Because, you know, I understand there's a flyer out that explains this as an action that I guess the community should have known about.
Well, basically, this is, Debbie, you correct me if I'm wrong, this is what all entities have to do. Any money we spend that's related to COVID-19, we have to document for reimbursement for FEMA. Isn't that correct, Debbie?
Yes, sir. This is, and it is due to the CARES Act and our FEMA, depending on which one we can get the money out of.
Okay.
We have to make sure that we have it designated so that therefore whenever we send in the request, we have a way to show them that that's exactly what it was for.
Okay, I
So we
appreciate
get everything
that. But I asked that question because, like I said, I understand that there was a communique circulated that this is something that had been done and it wasn't promulgated to the people. And I just thought we had gone over this at the last
Lawrence,
meeting.
anytime you hear that, tell them they can call. We'll be glad to meet with them, explain it, but it tis the season, right? So that's what people are gonna be just throwing all kind of stuff
Well,
out there. But
I
this
think
this is
in
what
my
every
case-
governmental agency's having to do. The parish government's having to do it. I think the school board does it. Every municipality and the sheriff's department does it, and all of them are
I
doing
mean,
it.
it's just, we've received this money, so we're just showing we received and we're allocating.
We're gonna request to receive the money, yes,
Right,
so it's
and that-
showing
that's
in and
why
out.
Yeah,
I didn't think
that's all it is.
it was, well, it was tis the time to let the public know, since they,
Well, and every time we've had a hurricane, the same type thing has happened. We get reimbursement from FEMA for all these type issues and stuff, so.
thank you, Mr.
for
Mayor,
asking,
thank you
so.
very much for that answer.
And it was also stated in a meeting, I had to meet with Ms. Miley about COVID funding later on, for each department. What were they going to buy for the various department, because it was stated in a meeting that we had gotten COVID money, and, they get it backwards, and, they didn't buy any supplies for the different offices. I told them, come to the office of the mayor. Once you go in, you have to get your temperature done, and then they have a glass shield up, and I'm sure somebody's paying for all of these things. So they're gonna get the wrong understanding, so you
Well,
have,
the readings, like Mr. Mayor, and I'm not trying to prolong it, but just like you said about the reimbursement status and so forth, it had to come from someplace, it just doesn't fall from the sky. So that's why I said about the CARE Act.
Okay, nobody called? Okay, roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes,
Nielsen,
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
yeah.
All right, ordinance for introduction, number 36, Mr. Mims.
Ordinance number 36 of 2020 is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to terminate an existing lease with the Natchez Fair Association Incorporated and to execute a new lease in favor of the Natchez Fair Association Incorporated for a tract of land located in the Natchez Fairgrounds, setting the terms and conditions for same, and authorizing the execution of the lease by the mayor, Lee Posey, after due compliance with the law, and further providing for advertising of the lease and an effective date. Not to read all this, but that's the 18 acres that is part of the fairgrounds, will be leased back to the Fair Association from the city for, I don't know the term, is it a year? Is it annually?
Yeah, it was a 10-year renewable, and we just changed it to, which most of them are, year by year.
Year by year, okay.
They-
That's for
Either
introduction.
side can notify the other one in time to get out for it or whatever, so.
good time to get out.
All right, that stands introduced. Number 37, Mr. Nielsen.
Thank you, Mayor. Ordinance number 37 of 2020, and ordinance amending ordinance number 32 of 2019 in order to approve the lease of a .39 acre more or less tract of land in sections 48 and 137, Township 9, North Range 7 West, located on the southerly right-of-way of Old Robeline Road to Emery's II, Louisiana LLC, together with an option to purchase said property and authorizing the mayor, Lee Posey, to execute a deed and any other documents necessary to complete the lease with option to purchase on behalf of the city of Natchitoches and to provide for advertising. And this is for introduction?
Right, and this is the quad, right?
Yeah.
But what it is that unbeknownst to us, we own that fenced-in property where we used to have a little substation. What was it, substation there?
Electrical substation.
And so unbeknownst to us, when it was taken out, they've got it fenced in, got a building on there, so we're just trying to clean this up. We don't want it, and they're going to lease with the option to purchase is what it amounts to, so that's what that is. Number 39, Ms. Morrow.
38,
38, somebody.
me.
Oh, I'm sorry, 38, Mr. Mims.
Instead of reading all through this, Mayor, I'm going to read it, and maybe you could explain it a little bit to me, or...
Yeah, if you can read the title, this
Yeah.
one's,
Ordinance number 38 of 2020 is an ordinance amending ordinance number 17 of 2020, adopted on February the 24th, 2020, to provide for the removal of a pledge and dedication to the Natchitoches Economic District D of the incremental revenues generated by the city's 1% sales tax and use tax now being levied for general purpose and collected by the city, and otherwise providing for the respect thereto. Respect. So what else?
basically, this is what I think, they're making sure that none of the original sales tax is collected for this particular project over there, which is the Hobby Lobby, that can go to, use to pay against the building. Only the 1%, that's the TIF that was created, could go to do that. Am I telling this right, Stacy? After we got off the phone with them?
Yes, I think Debbie, if you want, I think
That's
Debbie
correct.
Bullet, yeah.
It's only the new tax.
Yeah.
The new 1% is all that will go toward it.
And there, it seems like there might have been a little bit of an openness there, and we're just closing that loophole is what it amounts to, I think. So that's what it is. Okay. Well, remember the TIF was created to help fund the Hobby Lobby. They were short of some money when they were explaining this. Ma'am? No. To help the offset, the 1% TIF is going to be charged to everybody that goes in the Hobby Lobby. Instead of paying a 9.95, they'll pay a 10.95. This is what's done in a lot of cases to help projects make. And this is what they've done, and it's just ensuring that only 1% can go to help offset the cost of that Hobby Lobby. Did I say that right, Debbie?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, that's for introduction only. Morrow, number 39.
Excuse me, ordinance number 39 of 2020. This is an ordinance approving a SmartNet North America reference network reference station host agreement with Lisica Geosystem in cooperation, and authorizing the mayor to execute the said agreement on behalf of the city, providing for advertisement, further providing for servability, and further providing for a repealer and an effective date of ordinance. Now, Mayor, if you want to take it further.
This is where a place in town had an antenna tower on top of an existing building. The building, they moved out, they sold, the building is for sale. They want to move the tower, and it's going right up here. Isn't that right, Ed?
It is, and it's not very big. It's only about the size of a basketball or dinner plate on top of a little short pole. So it's not something people even notice when they come by.
They chose to put it here, and it's not a whole lot of money, but we'll get a little bit of lease money off of it per year, so.
Is this for final vote?
No, this is for introduction also. All right, moving into resolutions, number 29, Ms. Morrow.
Resolution number 29 of 2020. This is a resolution fixing the time, the day, the date, and the place of the regular meetings of the City Council of the City of Natchitoches for the next 12 months, and be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Natchitoches in regular session convened that in accord with Section 2.09 of the Home Rule Charter of the City of Natchitoches, that the City Council of the City of Natchitoches will meet in regular session at 5:30 p.m. on the second and fourth Mondays of each month for the next 12 months. And I'll just skip on down, and be it further resolved that at the discretion of the mayor and the councilmen, an informal meeting may begin at 5 o'clock, preceding the regular meeting scheduled for the city council meeting to discuss any business deemed prudent and necessary. And I move for the approval.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any questions? Roll call vote.
Baptiste?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Mims?
Yes.
Harrington?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Number 30, Mr. Baptiste.
Okay, as usual, I seem to have lost a few sheets. Thank you. All right, number 30 Resolution number 30 of 2020, a resolution establishing meeting times and places of the Natchitoches Planning Commission, the Historic District Commission, Airport Advisory Commission, Waterworks District Number 1. Whereas the state of Louisiana requires the notice of meetings of governing bodies and agencies thereof must be published in accordance with the provisions of the Louisiana Revised Statutes 42-7. Now therefore be resolved by the city of the, by the city council of the city of Natchitoches that the planning commission of the city of Natchitoches shall meet in regular session at 5 p.m. on the first Tuesday of each month at the city of Natchitoches Chambers, Natchitoches Council Chambers, 716 2nd Street, Natchitoches, Louisiana. Be it further resolved that the Historic District Commission for the city of Natchitoches shall meet at 5 p.m. on the first Monday of each month at the city of Natchitoches Council Chambers, 716 2nd Street, Natchitoches, Louisiana. Be it further resolved that the Airport Commission, Airport Advisory Commission, will meet at 5 p.m. on the third Monday of each month except December at the Natchitoches Regional Airport Terminal located at 450 Wellenberg Drive, Natchitoches, Louisiana. Be it further resolved that the Waterworks District Number 1 shall meet at 5:30 p.m. on the third Monday of each month at the City Bank located at 145 St. Denis Street. I move that we accept this resolution number 30 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Mims?
Yes.
Harrington?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Number 31, Mr. Nelson.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution number 31 of 2020, a resolution appointing members to the City Planning Commission for the City of Natchitoches. Whereas the mayor of the City of Natchitoches has submitted the following names for appointment to the Natchitoches City Planning Commission, to wit, Charles Whitehead III, Reverend Bobby Claiborne, Michael D. Lewis, Ricky McAllister, Jamie Flanagan, Isaac Lewis, Jacob Cooper, and Ron Brown. Whereas further, Section 24-17 of the Natchitoches Code of Ordinances provides that the members of the commission shall serve at the pleasure of the mayor with consent of the Natchitoches City Council. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Natchitoches that they hereby acknowledge the appointment of the above individuals to the City Planning Commission and hereby approve and consent to same. Be it further resolved that the commission shall have such powers and duties as provided in RS 33-101. And I move to adopt resolution number 31 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Mims?
Yes.
Harrington?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Number 32, Mr. Mims.
Resolution 32 of 2020 is a resolution appointing the members of the Natchitoches Historic District Commission for the City of Natchitoches. Whereas the mayor of the City of Natchitoches has submitted the following names for appointment to the Natchitoches Historic Commission as follows. Jared Donahoe, Dr. Virginia Crossnoe, Sharon Gahagan, Dr. Steve Horton, Miss Melissa Robinson, Miss Marion Salter. Whereas further, ordinance number 31 of 1986 of the Natchitoches Code of Ordinances provides for the members of the commission shall serve at the pleasure of the mayor with consent of the council. Now therefore be it resolved by the council of the City of Natchitoches that they hereby acknowledge the appointment of the above individuals to the Natchitoches Historic District Commission and hereby approve and consent to same. Mayor, I motion for the adoption of Resolution 32 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Number 33, Mr. Harrington.
Resolution number 33 of 2020, a resolution appointing Stacy McQuarrie as clerk of the council for the city of Natchitoches. Be it resolved that the city council does hereby take cognizance of the recommendation of Mayor Lee Posey that Stacy McQuarrie be appointed as clerk of the council for the city of Natchitoches in accordance with section 2.08 of the Home Rule Charter. And it is further resolved that the city council hereby confirms the said appointment. I move to adopt resolution number 33 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Now, I might say, we appreciate what Ms. McQuarrie does to keep us all straight around here. Thank you for the job you do. So, Ms. Morrow, number 34.
Okay, resolution number 34 of 2020. This is a resolution appointing the city attorney and the assistant city attorneys for the city of Natchitoches. And be it resolved that the city council does take cognizance that Mayor Lee Posey has reappointed Mr. Ronald Carkin Jr. and for the city attorney for the city of Natchitoches in accord with section 4.02 of the Home Rule Charter. It is further resolved that the city council does hereby confirm the said appointment. And be it further resolved that the city council does hereby authorize the appointment of 5 assistant city attorneys. And upon the recommendation of the city attorney and the mayor, that Daniel T. Murchison Jr., Attorney Claude Benjamin Jr., Attorney Chris Gillette, Mrs. Lisa V. Johnson, and Mr. Steve Oxenhammer are hereby confirmed and approved as assistant city attorneys to serve in accord with the provisions of section 4.02C of the Home Rule Charter. And I move for the approval of those guys and the lady to serve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Number 35, Mr. Baptiste.
A resolution number 35 of 2020, which is a resolution appointing the auditor for the city of Natchitoches. Be it resolved that the city council does hereby take cognizance of the recommendation of Mayor Lee Posey that the firm of Thomas Cunningham Broadway and Totenberry be appointed as city auditor for the city of Natchitoches for the period of May 31st, 2020 through May 31st, 2021, and be it further resolved that the city council hereby confirms the said appointment. I move that we accept this resolution number 35 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Number 36, Mr. Nielsen.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution number 36 of 2020, a resolution appointing the fiscal agent for the city of Natchitoches. Be it resolved that ordinance number 44 of 2013 of the Natchitoches City Council awarded Sabine State Bank the contract for fiscal agent for the city of Natchitoches. Be it further resolved that the council does hereby take cognizance of the recommendation of Mayor Lee Posey that Sabine State Bank, Natchitoches, Louisiana, be appointed as fiscal agent for the city of Natchitoches for the term June 1, 2020 through May 31, 2021, and it is further resolved that the city council hereby confirms the said appointment. And I move to adopt resolution number 36 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Number 37, Mr. Mims.
Resolution number 37 of 2020 is a resolution designating the Natchitoches Times as the official legal journal for the city of Natchitoches for the next 12 months. Mayor, moves for the adoption of resolution number 37 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Number 38, Ms. Morrow.
Resolution 38 of 2020, this is a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with All Insurance Services Incorporation for the One Beacon Insurance Group Casualty Package Insurance Renewal effective June the 30th, 2020 through June 30th, 2021. And whereas the Insurance Committee has reviewed the proposals submitted for the general liability, employee benefit liability, law enforcement liability, public entity management liability, entity employment-related practices liability, auto liability, and auto physical damages, umbrella and crime insurance for the city of Natchitoches, and recommends that the contract in the amount of $483,328 be awarded to Allant Insurance Services Incorporation for the period of June 20th, 2020 through June 30th of 2021. Now therefore be it resolved that the Honorable Lee Posey, Mayor, is hereby authorized, empowered, and directed to sign any and all documents necessary for the execution of this contract. And I move for the approval.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Number 39, Mr. Harrington.
Resolution number 39 of 2020, resolution reappointing William Bill Finnicle as a member of the Natchitoches Fire and Police Service Board. And whereas the term of office for Mr. Finnicle as a member of the Natchitoches Fire and Police Service Board will expire May 8th, 2020, and the Natchitoches City Council wishes to reappoint Mr. Finnicle as a member of the Natchitoches Fire and Police Service Board, and this appointment is for a 3-year term beginning May 8th, 2020, expiring May 8th, 2023. I move to adopt resolution number 39 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Number 40, Mr. Baptiste.
Resolution number 40 of 2020, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a certificate of substantial completion to the contract between the city of Natchitoches and Regional Construction Limited Legal Corporation for the 2017-2018 Street Rehabilitation Program Phase 2. I move that we accept this resolution number 40 of 2020.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Baptiste,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Mims.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Financial report, Ms. Miley.
Good afternoon, everybody. Everyone received their reports, the comparison, your budget to actual, TIF and your sales tax. Does anybody have any questions?
I don't know how we did it, but this is way better than I thought it would be.
Yes, sir, it is. We're very, very happy and very fortunate at this point.
I tell you, the last 2 weekends, and it looks like people are doing it by safely social distancing, but it looked downtown looked like it's was the old days. I mean, it was packed down there, a lot of people in town.
Everyone's missed it.
We've had 3 tournaments in a row out there, but the main thing is that people are just going to the riverbank down there and having picnics, laying out, just, they're socially distancing pretty well, so.
See those boats in the water and,
Oh, yeah, he's back running, so, anyway.
yeah, that's
Any
awesome.
questions of Ms. Miley?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, announcements. The next scheduled city council meeting will be June 22nd, 2020. Any more announcements be brought before this
I
body?
just like to say, I didn't personally know the young ladies that hosted the Riverbank protest, but it was certainly done in order. I had reservations at first because we didn't know the girls at all, but 3 young ladies put that on, and it was a huge crowd.
Did a great
They did
job.
it in an orderly manner. There were no incidents. We had one little friend, he tried his best to get out of order, but we put him back in order and put him in check, so everything went well, much better than we thought about it.
Well, I tell you, I think several of us went down to the city park, and there were 300 or 400 people down there, and it was the same way. People, it was well attended, it was respectful, and our police escorted them downtown, and there ended up being 400 or 500 people down there, I bet. So it was good.
Now, later on this afternoon, it's my understanding Reverend Steve Harris and his brother, Mr. Al, they're gonna hold something at 7 o'clock on the courthouse steps. Same type of protest. I don't expect that many people like that on the riverbank, but we want to be sure if y'all have a little time to come over there at 7 o'clock.
I think most people plan on being there, yes. So, any more announcements? I hear a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank y'all.
Giving us some time, please.
Now, everybody's gonna be here, nobody's gonna be missing on July 13th.